Hi, family. Afternoon, morning, night, wherever the fuck you is in your beautiful life. I'm out here. Gotta, what would you even call this? Bide my time. They ain't let me work on the off days today. It is what it is. But hey, it's days like this you remind yourself, why the fuck? Let's rephrase that. What's your excuse? You know what I mean? When you have 24 hours in a day, etc., etc., and you get this beautiful land all around you, I'm finding myself trying to get outside more often than not, especially if I get days like this where I'm not gonna be working, I'm not gonna be getting paid or whatever the fuck, I'm just kind of here living. Why not come outside, reconnect with, this blessing, this gift that God has bestowed upon us? When I don't know if you've been outside before, but gang, I know if you've been outside, there's a difference in the feeling that you cultivate within yourself when you come out here. You see some man-made fuck shit like this. What do you call this? We're just gonna call it sewagery. All right, you get to see some man-made integration, where we put ourselves in this place. It's just like you kind of, that does something for me at least, you know what I mean? Constantly reminding myself how small we are in this big ass planet, this universe, or space, whatever you want to call your shit. Dang, what's your reason to not be out here more often when you feel how much better you will be, rather than sitting inside this fucking box, looking at this shitty ass phone that you paid so much fucking money for? It go on and on. I find myself just wanting to get away from it, right? Like, what do I even want the money for? What the fuck am I doing? I'm dealing with family shit. You may be used to seeing me a lot more than usual. Right now, it's time to deal with shit, right? But I can still show it for those who appreciate and respect and love me and want to be around me, you know what I'm saying? Without trying to invade other people's privacy and their space and, have them feel some type of way, because I may say some shit that might just, offend someone, and I'll never really be talking about anybody in particular, but as we say once before, if that motherfucking shoe fit, then wear it, right? If you feel some type of guilt biting you and shit, bro, that ain't not nothing to do with me. I'm loving my motherfucking life. As you can see, I come out here and I be out here talking my shit. It took me it took me some time to get here. I've been getting, attacked by them damn bugs and shit. But it is what it is, This the pain, the price you pay to appreciate the beauty that is this life. This is one of many spaces, right? I find these all the time, and I'm like, damn, why ain't this like a playground or some shit? You know what I mean? Like the places that they put playgrounds in and shit, it don't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of growing up, right? I'm like, damn, I need to go and be out in the motherfucking woods and shit, not caging myself in a damn cardboard box and paint the shit out of it because it's a box and I want to feel like it's not a box. You know what I'm saying? When you have all this space, I've been watching my boy Steve Wallace. If you know, this nigga been camping his ass off. R.I.P. beautiful wife, beautiful crazy neighbor. This man done lost a lot of people very close to him in a short amount of time, and that shit really will change you. It will change you, and as I'm looking at these great people I myself look up to, you know, like Life of Thompson, the kid, fucking Markiplier, you know, any, you know, person that has built something for themselves without the handouts and shit, you know, I full-heartedly respect that, and I see myself more often than not coming to be around people like that. And I see, you know, how they say, you know, you are your circles and shit like that. You know, I want to be in these better circles and changing these environments that I'm fucking sitting in, right? I'm not just being stagnant in my life. Putting my shit out there, for one, is a really big one, you know. I might look crazy as shit to most people who might just see me, but if you know me, you know what I'm saying, this is what we do. And it's life. It what it is. But it's sad that as I'm putting myself in these new environments and circles and being around different people, the people in my old life, you know, who may have once have knew me for shit that I've done in the past and who I once was, etc., etc. It's sad to see that those motherfuckers really, they just ain't gonna come with you, right? Like they just gonna be stuck thinking that they know you, etc., etc. It's almost laughable, you know. I look at these motherfuckers like, damn, you really don't see like all the shit that I've been doing for like fucking years now, nigga. Like you still, like, are you blind? You know what I mean? And as we learned early in our journey, right, you gotta leave these people alone. You can't be around them. You just, a lot of people won't respect you, especially as well, until you demonstrate that you have the capacity to walk the fuck away. All right, tale as old as time. People say this shit all the time, and I'm just one of those people who find myself in this situation. Once, you know, it's beautiful to be aware of that fact, though, because how many of us don't even realize, you know, that I'm deciding to stay around people who openly dislike me, you know, hate me, etc., right? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? When there's people, especially like you're doing like what I'm doing, you put yourself out there, right? And you will find your crowd. You will find the people who understand what you're putting down, and they gonna want to be around that. Like I said, I'm putting myself in better crowds, and I find better people and people that I understand and resonate with more. The people who I have fallen out of resonancy with, out of alignment, if you will, these motherfuckers, goddamn, they just, besides the constant trying to humble a nigga, they just don't understand that, you know, people change, because these are the people who haven't changed. They don't have no accountability. They don't tell the truth. They are very victim, you know, like and through all this shit that I've had happen in my life, you know, I talk about it constantly. I just got out of jail, like, even though not even a long time in there, like, I just got out not long ago. How many of the motherfuckers in my, like, personal life have really expected me to go right back, and I'm out here in this motherfucking greenery by myself late as fucking night because I decided to, you know what I'm saying? But guess who ain't with me? Motherfuckers who swear to God. Motherfuckers who swear to God that I literally have not changed, that I have taken no accountability for my actions, that I have not seen my downfalls and chosen to uplift them, right? Don't mind that guy who has a very small shrimp dick. He had to, you know, get a little zoomy in, you know what I mean? Besides the point, though, shit, it's crazy to be at this point in my life where I look, you know, I've been watching, you know, especially in this YouTube shit, man, I've been watching people for like 20 years now. And I've been seeing a lot of, you know, solid individuals really like build a name for themselves. And you look at these people, you might think that, hey, they ain't never been through shit, right? But how many of these creators, etc., you know, celebrities, and bro, if you ain't experiencing life, I urge you to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you gotta get locked up. Maybe you need to come out here like I'm doing and, you know, get out and bit by mosquitoes constantly and shit. I've been walking these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure it out. Whatever I want to figure out. I mean, like, you're never gonna figure this shit out. But you gotta really do it for the love of the game. As I said, man, it's a blessing to be where I'm at. That whole sound nice. My boy got a turbo in his shit. Well, you know, this really just about, man, I feel bad for the people who I'm gonna have to inevitably leave behind. You know, it is what it is. And last time I came out here, if you really, you know, locked in, you see this shit, you know where we at. But it's gonna be a great thing to actually be around better people in my life who ain't just hating, jealous as shit, genuine narcissistic ass abusive neglectful behavior, etc. Right? What the hell is I'm not even gonna say common, because I refuse to believe that 99% of these motherfuckers out here have hatred for your common man. You know what I'm saying? I really do try to believe that most people are understanding and they have compassion within them. But that 1%, the people who just have nothing but hate in their heart, God, I feel for you. You know, even though you don't feel shit clearly, you don't have feelings and emotions, I feel for you. You know, you don't understand karma and all that, brother, sister, whatever the fuck you decide to call yourself, boy, I feel for you. You know, someone with a good heart who's just looking at life for life, man. Golly, these type of days and moments and feelings like this, it may really make you want to, you know, just start a book or some podcast shit, you know, especially when you like me, you ain't got no friends and shit because you've been in these ghetto areas, etc., where people are in this survival mode bullshit. You know, I come out here and I see people that have built something for themselves. You know, they have something, you know, and you just feel the difference in the energy. You know what I mean? I could go where I'm normally situated and you just feel like, oh my, bro, you people are demons. You got problems, man. Like, without getting too personal and like philosophical and shit, bro, I just be wanting to be out here being myself and loving this life shit. I think that's really how you gonna find success, gang. You know, appreciate this shit a little bit more and life will appreciate you. You ain't gotta have millions of bucks to be happy in your life. Trust me. You know, as I've, you know, getting out of that survival mode bullshit, I'm kind of, as I said, and then, damn, all over. As I said in the beginning of this, I really do find myself just wanting to come back out here. You know, shit you did as a kid especially. You know, you was running around late as fuck. People telling you gotta be in by the street lights come on and shit. You know what I'm saying? The street lights on. We outside. This is, I don't know how to explain it, but this shit feels just this childlike wonder and shit like that. You know, people talk about that shit. You return to that and you feel great. I don't feel like a bitch no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about people so motherfucking much. I look back reflecting all the time, right? If you don't reflect, you project. But besides the point. As I'm reflecting, I'm looking back like, damn, there was a certain point in my life where I was just, you know, a kid, normal, doing my thing, knew what I wanted to do and this and that, right? Then you grow up and you gotta deal with bitch-ass motherfuckers, right? And they tell you, they just fuck you up. How much of my life have I just wasted because I didn't want to, you know, offend someone? Someone was jealous of my shine, the brightness, the radiancy, you know what I'm saying? Why the hell that I allow some small ass bullshit such as someone else to affect and diminish my shit? Bro, what was wrong with me? And this is all it goes to say is I'm documenting my life in this experience that I call life, man. I want whoever the fuck finds this shit, bro, don't be a bitch. Stop letting these people dictate your shit. You know what I'm saying? I be in work on my off days, gang. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I could be at no fucking crib just sitting in a fucking ice bath, but I'm in a bitch sweating, nuts dripping, ball sweat, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes and shit. And at the same time, like, it gives you an outlook on life that is so much better than just had I been sitting inside playing a fucking Call of Duty or some shit. You feel me? And the day that I find people who are on this, you know, mindset, God, shit's gonna be beautiful, ain't it? It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. I know it's coming soon, because I want it to, right? This is how this shit works. Man. Like, and I said this before, man. I sold my car. I see constantly, bro. There's just cars. I don't even want my car no more, man. You know, man, I be thinking about it. Should I just buy like a really nice some shit? It's just like, man, why though? When you got this, man, I be walking everywhere, man. I ain't driven a car in months, years. This shit is great, you know. I feel like you take time a lot more seriously, a lot more safely as well. I'm not just out here speeding and zooming, trying to catch tickets and shit. I'm appreciating this life shit, man. Yeah, the way I speak, you would almost think that I damn near died or some shit. Oh. It's crazy though. I'm gonna leave this right here, nigga. I hope, you know, if you watch this shit and if you made it to this far, goddamn, you clearly fuck with me. I fuck with you. You put up with my bullshit and you see me for what I am, and you understand, you resonate, whatever you wanna. I'm saying, you who I do this stupid ass shit for. Just gotta remind some people, you know. One day, I'm gonna find those solid individuals that I'm looking for, right? The real people. People who have a fucking soul within them still. Who actually believe and they rely on faith and not by fear and sight, all right? What happened? Shout out Larry June. What happened to the world? What happened? Hey, but yeah, I should probably get the fuck out of here before somebody calls the cops on my ass for looking a little disheveled and shit, you know. But 'tis life. I love y'all, you know. I hope you love me. That's what this unconditional love thing is about, right? I don't know you, but I still love you. Hold on to that. Carry that with you, man. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. That's all I can say.